Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Naruto Shippuden, episode 115. What happened last time?
Last time, Orochimaru is dead. Kabuto is shook. He cannot believe it. Sasuke is leaving the building. Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoy the reaction. Getting right into this new arc once again. Hope you enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe, check out Patreon to get a week ahead, support the official release. And we're just getting right into it. Let's go.
I will release you from this place someday.
Sasuke really drags his feet, doesn't he? It's the most annoying sound.
It's you. I knew you'd come. You being here must mean that you killed Orochimaru. That's right. But never mind that for now. Let's get you out of there.
It doesn't really look like there's anything in there, but okay. Ooh.
Free at last. Thank you, Sasuke. Suigetsu, you're the first. Now come with me. What do you mean, the first? Who are the others? There are two others. Jugo of the northern hideout. And I'm also getting Karin of the southern hideout. You sure about that? What's wrong? Nothing, except that I can barely stand those two. Just don't think we'd get along is all. But you know, that's just my 2 cents. I understand why you picked me, of course, but choosing those two is making me wonder about you, Sasuke. Do you ever shut up? Come on, get dressed. Ordering me around like some kind of big shot, huh? I think it's time we clarified our relationship, Sasuke. Okay? Just because you defeated Orochimaru doesn't make you better than me. Everybody wanted to kill him. You were Orochimaru's favorite. He let you stay by his side while the rest of us were confined. So you just had more chances to kill him than the rest of us. Gotcha. I was just kidding you. But I did just let you go when I didn't have to. Which makes us even for you letting me out of the tank. I'm free of that prison at last. And that means I'm free to go do whatever I want to do.
I feel like it's all good and happy things.
That's too bad. Hey, I forgot to ask you. It was your squad, wasn't it? You were the ones who brought down my predecessor, Zabuza Momochi, weren't you? So tell me, whatever happened to his sword, the executioner's blade? You tell me where the blade is, and once I get my hands on it, I'll agree to join your team. Get dressed.
Too soon. That's pretty much
Nice.
it. Pretty basic opening. That's like not really a favorite of people.
Yeah. It's pretty good though. It's not bad. Is that the bridge?
The Great Naruto Bridge.
Didn't think we'd ever see that bridge again.
Completed.
Naruto Bridge. Wow, what a weird name.
They literally named it that.
Did Master Zabuza put up a good fight? Look out!
No. Oh shit, this scene. You remember this scene? Oh no, we actually haven't seen this flashback as much. Zabuza was so fucking cool, man.
It was pretty cool.
I just wish half of his lines weren't laughing and saying like, "Now you're finished."
I mean, that's pretty much every villain in this entire show.
Not really. This was really bad. Like, this was especially bad, and it sucks that it's the first one, because it's such a badass encounter.
But I'm not that easy to fool.
Like, imagine if it was this fast.
No!
Like, all this shit took literally 3 episodes.
But to call upstarts like you ninja is a joke. You're just brats. What's the matter, Sasuke? Sasuke? Nothing is the matter. Let's go. It's not here. Sasuke,
They left the sword there. Remember, they stabbed it in the ground?
I am. Well, it's not here, so what's the deal?
I mean, you think people were just gonna leave that sword there for years?
If it's gone, then someone must have taken it. Well, yeah, of course, it's obvious. It's not gonna walk off on its own. Sorry, but since Master Zabuza's blade is gone, so's any chance of me joining your team.
Fucking bridge, man.
It's really huge.
People
bridge.
died on this
What
fucking
are you
bridge.
gonna do? What else can I do? I'm gonna look for the sword. The blade of the 7 ninja swordsmen of the mist was passed down from generation to generation. That's the tradition. I was all set to become one of those swordsmen. That's what I was training for. So it only makes sense that if Master Zabuza is gone, I'm the only one who should.
And Zabuza fucking ran off with the sword. He just left it.
Watch where you're walking, idiot.
You see that guy? Do you recognize him?
What, you got a problem, buddy? You want to make something
No.
out of it? Step on my skin and I'll lead out my larf, but I mean, no. Just watch it. With idiots.
He got so scared that he played in reverse. That was one of the thugs that showed up at the house to kill Inari and his mom. Classic.
Man, this yogurt is so great. It's been ages since I've had anything this good. Is that why you're wasting my time now? How should I put this? You're the one in such a hurry, not me. Why are you putting a team together anyway? Just what are you up to? I'll fill you in once the whole team is assembled. Hey, let's conquer the world. You're not gonna say something like that, are you? If you want to conquer the world, do it with your own team. I'm after something bigger. Something much bigger. If anyone else said they wanted something bigger than the whole world, I wouldn't believe it. But I don't know. When you say it, I start to think that maybe such a thing is really possible.
What does Sasuke want?
Oh, hey.
She's like looking over it.
You know the Great Naruto Bridge? You ever heard of a large sword being found near there, or where it might be now?
Yeah, I may have heard something about that once. Why?
Looking for it. He'd really appreciate the help.
Really? Maybe someone else knows. I'll go ask right away.
Those girls really like you.
Okay, so we think we know who might know, you know? Suzuna, he lives by the river. Yeah.
Tazuna. Maji formation. Find Tazuna.
Sorry, the boss isn't here right
Oh, it's his house.
All right, then. Where is he?
He and his grandson Inari went to the Land of Lightning to build a bridge. No point in waiting around for him either. They won't be back for a whole nother year.
They're really like
Maybe you can help us.
Expanding everything out.
Yeah,
Near the Great Naruto Bridge.
well, they're just talking a lot more about the Land of Lightning. Whoa.
Sure, Tenzen Daikoku took it.
Isn't this so cool?
Harder. Now we gotta find Tenzin.
Especially to see how the place has prospered.
He was a
Like,
lead to the few
there were
of
literal
the
beggars on the street and children starving and shit.
men were
Yeah.
killed back when Master Zabuza staged his coup in the Hidden Mist Village.
Cool.
And I guess he's held a big grudge ever since.
Hey, why don't you watch where you're going, loser?
That same guy.
Who the hell are you? What do you want from me?
You just
I don't know anything about Tenzen, okay?
tell us what you do know. Anything
I didn't say anything about Tenzin there, kiddo.
Twice. Well,
I put that life behind me, okay? I volunteer at the soup kitchen every Christmas.
He's also the leader of a large band of thieves. I hear that he doles out huge bribes left and right, and because of that, the feudal lords let him do whatever evil things he wants.
see you know a lot. Where does he live?
His place is to the south, deep inside the forest. Rumor has it that several thousand mercenaries guard it. It's supposed to be impenetrable.
It's a fucking castle. Straight up built a castle. Isn't it, like, this is so... I love when they call back to the first arc, because it's like, it really lets... Oh my god.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
The day after tomorrow, over 10,000 soldiers will lay siege to this castle. Make sure you gather every available man. And don't forget my name. It's Suigetsu.
Intruder! Old man! Get off your arms!
Holy shit.
How about a little wager?
A wager?
A competition to see who gets the executioner's blade first.
Alright, let's do it. Sounds like my kind of fun.
Then we start now. But there is one rule, Suigetsu. Don't kill anyone.
Huh?
Hey, who are you? No matter, you're mine!
We know he can just take down like a million people at once.
What?
Without any fatal blows, so he's kind of prepared for this.
I mean, starting right now. Alright, let's do this then. Fire style. Fireball jutsu. Nice
God, don't-
one. I gotta hand it to you, Sasuke. Sasuke? Where'd you go? Ah, you gotta be kidding.
I'm noticing Sasuke is talking, like, very similar to Kakashi. It's kind of funny. I'm just noticing, like, the way his speech patterns are, like, the sort of cadence.
What's all this with the water?
He moves like water. I mean, he was confident that he could have killed Orochimaru if he had the chance. So that kind of says something about him, I guess.
Not what I want.
That's impossible. There's no way that a single man could defeat all those soldiers in combat.
There's a way. Attacking me with conventional weapons is pretty much useless.
If conventional weapons are useless, then how about this?
Oh, good. Just what I was
My
looking for.
executioner's blade. I was looking for that.
You got him. You let your guard down, and now you paid the price for your arrogance.
I wouldn't be so, like, happy with this guy, like, smiling, looking up at me.
Blades don't work on.
He's like water.
But I'm feeling awfully jealous here.
I mean, he kind of, like, literally was water for a while there.
And he's like he was swimming in like a inch-thick puddle, like it was a pool.
Now I hear you've been telling anyone who will listen that you killed the demon Zabuza and took this blade from him.
No way. Not me. Lord Tenzin. He's the one.
I see. So you're the one who killed Master Zabuza.
No, not me. The person who killed Zabuza was...
Where's your respect?
I mean, Master Zabuza. I was just trying to say that it wasn't me. It was... You're the one. The one from yesterday. Yes, him. Right there. He's the one you want. The one who killed Master Zabuza. The only thing I did was bring the blade back from where I found it.
I mean,
I gotta say, that's pretty impressive. I was amazed you could come up with such a good lie under the circumstances and all. You're so thoughtful. I was starting to
stay
feel-
hydrated, Suigetsu.
I think you've got the wrong idea. I knew Master Zabuza, but it's not like he and I were particularly close. But still, he was an elder of mine.
He's fucking jacked all of a sudden.
Rumors keep flying around about him losing to you, especially when you're a bunch of losers. I don't understand.
You'll never get away with this, you know. You can't just walk in here and do what you want.
You have to pay for what you did. I think I'll test this out on you.
Just forget it. What's the point of killing someone like him anyway? I've cut through all the main support pillars, so you better get out of here. I'm sparing your life, such as it is.
I love just the the one jacked arm.
Him. Sasuke had killed Orochimaru.
Word travels fast.
Did you hear what that guy just said? You're famous, Sasuke. They know about you even way out here.
Great. A famous ninja.
Fantastic, exactly what I wanted.
No killing, though.
You know, as long as I
What about all the guys who were knocked out on the first floor? No killing, Suigetsu.
You knew that I was gonna go after this blade even before you freed me, didn't you? And wait, you also knew from the start that the blade wasn't at the gravesite anymore. Of course. And the one who told that guy his castle was gonna be attacked and got him to gather all of his men together was you. Tenzin acted like he'd met you before, and I don't think that was a lie. Hey, wait. Did you suggest that wager just to get me to go into enemy territory with you? Is this your way of testing me? It was, wasn't it? Man, you're terrible. I could have gotten seriously hurt. doing
Sorry,
that.
Suigetsu. I have my AirPods in.
I understand. And you're pretty much just the way I imagined you'd be. Well, anyway, I got my blade, so I'll help you just like I promised. Now what? Which way do we go? No, wait, let me guess. Whatever path is closest. I bet that's what you were gonna say, isn't it? I'm starting to get inside your head, Sasuke. Yeah, let's take the closest path.
Oh, shit. They moved right along.
Just because Orochimaru is dead doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. This sensation of chakra. It can't be.
It's an ass shot.
Yeah, the teeth are
The
kinda
teeth really
freaky.
freaked me out. I remember when I watched this with my buddy for the first time when he was watching. Like, he was immediately put off by the crazy teeth. I still love Guy. He's straight up doing like a JoJo pose, him and Lee. I guess they all kind of are.
I mean, Kiba is just out of control.
Kiba is literally doing it like Josuke Higashikata. Alrighty, what did you think of that fucking loaded episode of Naruto Shippuden?
Really interesting. I never thought we were gonna go back to that bridge.
Isn't that so
Because
cool?
we seemingly never go back anywhere cool.
Yeah. Still yet to see Kaguya Forest or the fucking Bone Forest.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. They went back and got Zabuza's blade. Pretty cool.
Yeah, all in one episode.
All in one episode, and they completely got it. And for some reason, Sasuke seems a million times more likable to me now that he's not just being an idiot.
He's just not as intense. He's clearly
like had some time to think about things and isn't just like whipping around.
Yeah. What do you think he wants? Because like before, he just wanted to like kill Itachi and restore his clan, and it's seemingly that might be what he wants. But he says he wants something bigger than the world. What do you think that is?
I don't know, because I mean, for him, killing Itachi probably is more important and bigger than the world to him. So I don't know what he could mean by. I don't know like what you could mean by that, because to a single person, anything could be bigger than the world depending on what your priorities are. You know what I mean? Like if, I want to take over the world, I'm the villain, or it's like, I just want to. What's even more important to me and like bigger on my mind than that can be literally anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and I don't really have any ideas on that.
What do you think of, or what do you have something to say, or do you have something you want to talk about?
I was just gonna talk about what's his name?
Suigetsu.
Suigetsu. It's pretty funny. He's like in every anime there's like a girl with a snaggletooth who's like cute but also really annoying.
You think he's the little sister archetype? Really?
I mean, he's kind of acting like it. He's like just nonstop talking. He just won't shut up. He's like, yeah, I know all about you. I know everything now. I'm totally in your head. We're gonna go this way.
They're kind of like a buddy cop team where Sasuke's like the straight man and then he's like the energetic upstart like kind of thing where he's just fucking talking.
Yeah,
all the time.
Sasuke's just like walking casually, and he's just like, yeah, and then we'll get him even better next time or something.
Get in your head, Sasuke. Yeah.
Like just and just like, hey, wait a minute. Like, but like not.
I love how at the end he's just like, wait, so you did know, and you knew this, and you knew that. And you, wait, that would mean, and like the entire, there's like 3
He's
straight
like-
minutes of him like, wait, am I just a fucking puppet dancing in the palm of your
But
hand?
he's like not even mad about it. He's just like, hey, wait a second.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, he
pretty
got what
funny.
he wanted.
Pretty likable so far.
He's pretty likable, yeah.
Because he, like, while I said he is like the annoying little sister type, he's not. He's like still annoying but he's not taking it too far. He's got the snaggletooth. He's got the won't shut up for a goddamn minute, but he's not super annoying.
Mm-hmm.
At least not yet. So
Interesting factoid. All 3 of the swordsmen we've seen, the ninja swordsmen, they all have snaggle teeth. Or they all have, like, shark-looking teeth, like the spikies.
Yeah.
Zabuza, when he took off his thing, had it. Kisame has it, and he has it. Interesting thing. That's like a little... Is the, you know, that little character design thread for all the
kinda
swordsmen.
cool.
It's kind of cool. Anyway.
I like that. Yeah, and he's like literally water somehow. Mm-hmm. Like he just can turn into water.
Yeah.
So
And there were a bunch of other fucking test tubes there.
yeah,
there
there's
were like
a million.
a room full
They all
of them.
seemed empty, but his also seemed empty. So
Yeah.
that's no indication of. I mean, yeah, of
Yeah.
what's actually going
They
on.
could be
there.
full of people. They could just be empty.
Or they could be failed, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Because who knows if this guy could turn. I mean, I'm assuming like either he could turn into water previously, and Orochimaru just like captured him and locked him in a tube, or Orochimaru did some crazy shit where he turned him into water.
Yeah.
And in that case, the other ones could have all been other people that could turn into water.
Yeah.
Or
By
that-
this point, it's kind of, you can think of it either way.
Yeah. So there's that, and Sasuke wants 2 other members. He's assembling a full team. But Suigetsu doesn't like them. He doesn't get along with them.
Yeah, there's Karin of the southern hideout, and then Jugo of the northern hideout.
So
I don't know which hideout they're at right now, but yeah.
yeah, I mean, I get yeah.
So Sasuke said last time he was at this hideout, which was presumably before they were at the hideout. Like if you think about it timeline wise,
Before the hideout that they were at.
when Naruto showed up. Yeah,
came
so
in.
like, and he said last time he was there, Suigetsu, I'll come back for you someday.
Mm-hmm.
And so Sasuke has been planning this for a while. Like he has been like thinking about this exit strategy seemingly for like months.
Yeah,
Presumably.
or even like
Or longer.
a year or more at this point, because it's been
Yeah, who knows?
it's been 3 years. So even if like the first entire year was him getting onto this, but I guess the thing is, if he had to wait 3 years regardless, and you know like what the end, and even if you're all right with it at the beginning, like he said he was all right with the fact that his body would go to Orochimaru and that would be fine. But I mean, like, how long would that last when you're just doing the same shit every day? You don't have to run anymore. You don't have to plan anymore. You're kind of locked in.
Yeah.
And then
you start
and then
to
start
realize,
thinking about
yeah.
other things.
You start expanding. You're
So-
like, maybe I can kill Itachi with this. But yeah, it depends. Like, do you think Sasuke had been planning this, like, even when he left the village of, like...
I don't think... the thing is, I think he realized it and started playing this once he was already with Orochimaru and could tell that he was getting stronger.
Yeah.
Like, if he could feel himself getting stronger, and because if he still felt like he would never be at the level he would be able to defeat Itachi, then that would probably keep him in the headspace of, well, then I should just let Orochimaru do it.
Yeah.
But if he gained more confidence in himself and his abilities, then he would be like, why would I need that dude? So, however, like, soon it happened, but for me, I would assume it would probably have been in, like, the first year. Like, a year is a long time to be locked into one idea and not exploring other options, especially when the idea means that you die.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love when they fucking call back to the Land of Waves arc. It was such a great arc. It was just butchered. Like, it was basically like, yeah, looking back, it's like the Tenchi Bridge arc, but it was the first big arc, and like it's even more criminal to me than the Tenchi Bridge arc, because the Tenchi Bridge arc is like a slow, methodical build. Like, it's all about like as like painful, but also kind of annoying as it gets, with like size triple, quadruple, quintuple crossing and shit, and like not being sure up to the very end which side he's on, and he literally flip-flops like 4 or 5 times. He's sure up until the end. He flip-flops 1 time, but to us, we're not sure, and they keep like, oh well, like going down a line of reasoning and like presenting things in a certain way for so long that you're not really sure. Regardless, if there's an arc to be slow, it's kind of the one to do.
Yeah.
Because it's all about motivations and stuff like that. Even if it is really corny and like there's spending way too much time on like each sentence.
And like Kabuto fighting wasps for no reason.
That was a highlight of the whole arc to me. That's
what I'm saying. I'm saying like that, like the fact that Kabuto fighting some wasps was like the most epic fight in that arc.
But like, if you it's just it's even more criminal that the Land of Waves arc was done how it was, because it was the first big arc, but also because it was a super well written arc. Like, if you really think about the way things moved, like, and just as a starting point, especially for Naruto and Sasuke's relationship, and for Naruto's philosophy. Like, before that, he was just like trying to be a ninja because he thought it was cool, and he thought that like people would look up to him. And that was it. And he's still kind of doing that. But it was at the end of the arc when they were burying Haku and Zabuza, after like hearing what they had to say and seeing and hearing what they went through about how Haku just thought that he was like a weapon, and like that all shinobis are weapons, and if you think otherwise, then you're deluding yourself. And Naruto has to like try and figure out his place in that, because what Haku's saying is true. What Zabuza and Haku are doing is like legit ninja stuff. That's what they do. They're mercenaries who kill for money and their own personal gain. That's what they do. So if Naruto is going to do that for like himself, how can he make that work for him? How can he reconcile his place in that? And at the end of the arc, when they're at that grave, the swords in the ground, that their graves are there, he decides, this is my ninja way, and this is who I want to be. I'm going to be Hokage. I'm going to be, I mean, he says that beforehand, but like, this is when he fully finds like his philosophy. And so whenever you go back to that, it's always fucking dope to see, because it's a serious like, look how far we've come, and like also just look how different the show was back then. Like, it was so much different and like really, really interesting. Anyway, I just love seeing all this shit. It would have been cool
if like that arc specifically had the treatment of like this last arc that we just had, or the Gaara arc at the beginning of Shippuden. Like, imagine if it had the like high quality treatment of
big time
the animation and the pacing being good, as well as the characters and villains having motivations of their own.
Yeah. Like the Land of Waves arc legitimately is such an incredible thing. But it was literally extended more than double the episode count that it should have. If it was condensed and like really well paced into like a 12 or 10 or 11 episode arc, it would have been fucking incredible and like better animation. If I think I've always said that. I think that if like a animation unit or studio team did that well and just used the same voice acting lines, but reanimated basically everything and repasted out and storyboarded it, they could make like something really incredible, because it's all there anyway. That has very little to do with this actual episode. I just get so hyped up when I think about it, because it's like it's peak Naruto, as good as Naruto can be.
Also, yeah, Sasuke is just straight up not killing people if they're not worth killing.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
What do you make of that? That like Sasuke, who doesn't really give a fuck about anybody but killing Itachi.
Yeah, well, I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's interesting, because if you're at that point, you either get to the point of where everyone's life means so little to you that you just slaughter them all, or everyone's life means so little to you and it's not even a challenge, so why would you bother? You can just knock them out and be on your way. And they, like, you know,
It makes no difference to
it makes
you.
no difference. And if you can do either just as easily, you might as well just not kill them.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all shown. And then we got a shot of fucking somebody.
Yeah, nice ass shot at the
Straight
end
up
there.
ass shot of an entire monologue. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. If you want, you can check it. You can hopefully you leave a like on the video, but you can also check out Patreon if you can't wait for the next episode to come here on YouTube. If you're watching on Patreon, thank you very much for your support. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye bye.